I'm Candace, and I work for the Architecture Foundation of Oregon, and we're a co-organizer of today's event. So we'll hop into the PechaKucha part of the night. And tonight you can see the 14 wonderful youth serving organizations that will be presenting today. And this is really just a small chunk of the many, many youth serving organizations in the city and in the state doing really incredible work. And we hope that this slam is just the beginning to a lot of partnerships and to a lot of, and to discovering new ways to support youth in our community from kindergarten to post-secondary. And we also hope this event will help us be more aware of what's out there so we can better direct students to more opportunities that align with their interests, especially in the architecture, engineering, construction industry or the STEAM industry. And so yeah, thank you for being here, and thanks to all of the organizations who are taking the time to present. Just a quick reminder that each organization will have 2 minutes sharp to present. All the slides will advance automatically. So once you see your name queued up, take yourself off mute and you can just go ahead and start. And I won't be pausing in between and announcing who's up. So really just pay attention to the slides and unmute yourself when it's your turn. And yeah, and be sure to put yourself back on mute once you see the next organization come up. And yeah, so let's go ahead. I believe Octavio with ACE is up first.
Pressure's on. Good afternoon. My name is Octavio Gutierrez. I am presenting on behalf of the ACE Mentor Program of Oregon, and I'm also one of the co-organizers with AIA CoEDI. So what is ACE? ACE is an acronym. It stands for Architecture, Construction, and Engineering. And it's a free after-school mentorship program for juniors in high schools, really to help create a more diverse and better prepared workforce in our industry. Really, the goal of ACE is to mirror the experience of working in the industry for these juniors and seniors. And we serve approximately 150 students every year. And we usually have a goal of a 1-to-1 or as close to a 1-to-1 mentor to student ratio. So we typically have in excess of 100 mentors every year. So how does ACE work? Well, ACE works, the word gets out through the high schools and we recruit throughout the Portland metro area, but our goal is to bring students to this program. It runs from January to May. It's been virtual the last couple of years, but we're hoping to be back in person this year. Teams meet weekly at mentors' offices, so they get to visit the offices for architects, contractors, and engineers. They get to visit job sites. The goal really is to gain some leadership, teamwork, and problem-solving skills. To be able to demystify the industry, to give students an opportunity to really see what it's like and to see themselves in the profession. We think it's important that mentors also reflect the communities that we're serving. So we want them to be able to see themselves in this profession moving forward. ACE Oregon is actually part of a national program. So we want students to build connections both locally, but also to be able to know that if they go anywhere else in the country, they can name drop the ACE program and have a way to connect with other students and other mentors throughout this country. So the goal here is to really help them get them connected. ACE Oregon is administered by the Portland Workforce Alliance. So they do a lot of great other things, including the Careers Expo, Career Days, apprenticeships, and also job shadow programs. So that is ACE Mentor of Oregon.
Awesome, good timing. So I'm back. I'm the Education Program Manager at the Architecture Foundation of Oregon. And at AFO, we believe that architecture and design impacts everyone and that communities are stronger and more resilient when everyone participates in the process of creating our built environment. So our programs focus on connecting people with design and the ways in which it shapes our lives, and starting all the way with elementary school students in our Architects in Schools program. And in a typical year, our Architects in Schools program, I would say a non-COVID year, serves over 5,000 elementary school students statewide. And the way it works is that we match volunteer design and building professionals with classroom teachers to create a 6-week design residency that happens in the classroom during the school day. And the program is really all about helping kids understand that design is all around them and that they too have the ability to design and think about what's best for their own community. And this program is proven to increase engagement in the classroom and is especially impactful for non-traditional learners and students with different learning abilities. And we've also recently started the virtual Architects in Schools summer camp, which is free and occurs this July if you're interested. And in addition, we also help administer the Portland Hip Hop Architecture Camp in partnership with the founder, Michael Ford. And this camp serves middle and high school youth of color and allies. And this year, it'll be a 2-week hybrid virtual and in-person camp from August 9th to 20th, where students will explore architecture and economic development and hip hop music. And students are challenged to look at their own communities and reimagine what their world could look like and write raps about their designs. And in addition, we have scholarships for Oregon architecture students. So here is my contact info. And if you know of any students who'd be interested in participating in any of these camps, please reach out. And we'll also be looking for design professional volunteers to help with the camps. Thank you.
Hi, put me after Candace. That was tricky. That was a great job, Candace. All right, is it going to start? Hi, I'm Gina Condon. I am the co-founder of Construct. We are an education nonprofit, and we build and facilitate design challenges for students, mostly 6th grade through 12th grade, but all ages. Our design challenges, everyone.
No.
Uh-oh.
You're frozen.
All right, I'm going to shut the.
We can hear you now.
All right, let's shut the Miro. I shut the Miro board.
Oh,
Shoot.
good idea.
Okay. Yeah, so we've been around since 2014. We have programs for students, obviously design challenges. We also have programs for teachers where we work with teachers to support them to integrate human-centered design into their practice and also learn how to build and facilitate design challenges around problems that matter to them, that are relevant to their curriculum. And then we have programs for principals. All of our design challenges are community and industry supported. Industry partners bring us the problems for students to solve. Like PGE brought us a challenge around expanding access to electric vehicles. We weave industry partners throughout. They start as thought leaders and help us frame a call to action to position, get students engaged in what the problem is. They mentor students throughout the process of innovating in their innovation process and then show up for their pitch day solution. Our big dream, our big aspiration is to transform the student experience in every school in Oregon, every public school. We believe really design challenges have the power to transform student learning so that students have agency and autonomy with the learning experience. Teachers learn how to curate and coach the innovation process so that transforms their practice, and the school cultures can transform by focusing on difference making and contribution. Thank you.
Hi.
That was fun.
Amazing. Hi, I'm Lisa Creamer with De La Salle North Catholic High School. We opened our doors back in 2001 with the mission to ensure college preparatory education is accessible and available to all underserved students, regardless of race, religion, or financial ability to pay. We equip students with education and life skills to inspire them to succeed in high school and college and beyond within a safe, engaging, and unique community. The secret to our success is our youth. And it's our unique approach to education and the corporate work study program. We have over 80 corporate partners in Portland who hire, mentor, and coach our students over the academic year. Students will work 5 days a month and attend school 4 extended days a week. Students work from 9 to 4 p.m. and all payroll, legal, taxes, and logistics are handled by De La Salle. Our partners truly are the success or the foundation to our success. 93% of our students are BIPOC, 98 to 100% of our seniors graduate, 96% go on to secondary education, and 75% of our students are first generation in their family to go to college. 100% of our students leave with a solid resume and a community of mentors, and 100% have offset the cost of their tuition by 50%. By becoming part of the corporate work study program, you're transforming lives. For our students, you're providing real life, hands-on skills, insight to actual career opportunities, developing future network of mentors, and offsetting their educational costs. It's not a handout, it's a hand up. For our partners, You're providing a pipeline of diverse, motivated young adults, developing future workforce, supporting your corporate values, and making a difference in the Portland community. Thank you.
Way to go, Lisa. It's so awesome to hear friends and community partners that we've worked with. Hi, my name is Jackie Santalucci. I'm the program director at ELSO. ELSO stands for Experience Life Science Outdoors. Our mission is to teach and frame STEAM, nature-based and built environment education through a lens that centers and elevates stories, ways of knowing, individual needs, and lived experiences for Black and Brown communities. The questions that we ask our youth ages 14 to 20 is, where's a place you feel joy and where is a place you feel justice? All of our students are being introduced to design as a tool for racial justice. We center 4 main racial frameworks, specifically Design as Protest, Black Space Manifesto, Critical Race Theory, and Trauma-Informed Care, in ways in which our students building the communities that they want. The other 3 questions we ask our students constantly is, as designers and builders, is who is being centered, who is being erased, and who is being burdened. So our students explore design from projects of doing streetscapes to parklet built outs. This year, we've been able to have 10 virtual cohorts serving over 130 students, and our first in real person build out of a healing garden that's in Alberta Abbey and a parklet space. So I am just grateful for all of the friendly faces that are here who have been mentors, who have been sponsors, who have had students participate in our cohorts. And I am very much looking forward to partnerships moving forward. So here's my contact information. I got to say, this timing is white supremacy in its finest. So, so thank you.
Hi, my name is Karina Ruiz, and I am actually the Vice President of NOMA PDX, but today I am representing Girls Build because they are off doing their amazing work in Southern Oregon at camp. So Girls Build is a local nonprofit run by Katie Hughes, who wrote the book Girls Who Build. Get it? It's awesome at Powell's. But it's a program that teaches girls 8 to 14 how to do the basic skills of carpentry, electrical, and it's all run by women and women identifying skills workers. So everything from roofing to fire suppression, they are doing it, and they are teaching kids through a series of both after school camps and summer camps. So it's an amazing program that they run every year all across the state. They're focused on creating pathways for BIPOC and especially foster kids. And we at Brick Architecture partnered with them over the last few years to create a girls' design, because we believe that design empowers learners to change the world. And so the camp that we created was really focused on helping them, girls, same age group from 9 to 13 actually, for the girls' design. And it's an 8-week Saturday academy held in our office where we teach girls the basics of design, everything from, what does it mean to draw at scale, playing with models, thinking about materiality, such that they can then create the construction documents that Girls Build uses to build their, whether it's a tiny house or whether it's a chicken coop, whatever it is that they're building that summer. So it's an amazing partnership that kind of carries kids through the continuum from early design all the way through construction. Girls, that's who runs the world, Ed.
I'm despair.
Hi, what a great piggyback I can get to right off of. My name is Yoon Han. I'm the Eureka Program Manager with Girls Inc. of the Pacific Northwest. Yes, girls run the world. So I run the Eureka Program. It's a 5-year STEM and youth empowerment program with Girls Inc. We have several, but I'm going to focus on Eureka today. We have the youth from the time that they go into 8th grade until they reach the 12th grade. Some of our highlights in the program is during the summer. So we do a summer camp for 1st, 2nd, and 4th years. So that's the rising 8th, 9th, 11th grade. And then we do a paid summer internship for rising sophomores as well as our seniors. Those are some of the long-term goal, short-term goal, the logic model stuff. But the big things that they take away from it is the community and the mentorship component, as well as the social emotional. And we have a focus on a holistic sense too, of building up the youth leadership as well as life skills. So these are the Eurekans who we recruit for. We bring them in as a 7th grader, and they actually start with us as a rising 8th grader. We serve girls, including youth who are assigned at birth, femme, non-binary, and gender expansive as well. We do a lot of our recruiting in Sun schools. I know they have quite a few partners in there, but we have a younger group that we recruit from and then just spread the word from there. And since we have many different partners, and this is kind of the point of us coming together, we are always looking for partnerships. We really rely on our professionals, the STEM experts, to not only be mentors, but also be content leaders to teach the youth some of the things and kind of really have a chance to geek out and really talk about your craft. We're always looking for collaboration opportunities as well. So all of this looks like collaboration, of course. We're also, being a guest speaker or field trip leader, what have you, but we're also open to different opportunities as well. It's a 5-year program. There's so much potential. So we're always looking to see what's going on. And then our last piece is we're always looking for network and connections, which is why I'm kind of here right now in order to extend the word of our program, see what else is going on and connect with everybody.
Hi, my name is Laura Miranda, and I'm the Post-Secondary Success Specialist at Greater Than. We were formerly I Have a Dream Oregon, for those of you who might be familiar with our name in the past. We specifically work with students at Alder Elementary within the Red Oak School District. I'll wait for the next slide to go. So our mission is to support and empower students from poverty-impacted communities to thrive in school, college, and career. And then our theory of change is to reduce poverty-related barriers faced by students and families that requires comprehensive community collaboration and enable schools in poverty-impacted communities to focus on transforming academic outcomes. And so the students that we follow from Alder Elementary, we have them from Montessori up until 12th grade, and then we follow them into college, and then the goal is livable wage and career. So we work under an impact model. As you see here, we start in early childhood and we go into a livable wage and career, which I work on the latter end of our spectrum with our post-secondary students and our 12th graders in high school. We have partnerships at Alder Elementary. I know we work with Camp ELSO, and we have some Girls Inc. groups in there. And so, but the main things that run our programming is racial equity. And these are our 4 main things that we focus on. So post-secondary success, parent leadership, impact and evaluation, programs, and partnerships. So all the work that we do, this is what we're grounded on, and we don't make decisions without making sure that all of these things have been taken into account, because we want to make sure that everything that we do for our students is equitable.
Hi, I'm Heather. I work at ERCO in the Youth Workforce Development Department. And today I just wanted to talk about Summerworks, which some of you might be familiar with. So Summerworks is a paid internship program for youth throughout Washington and Multnomah County. It primarily runs July through September, and it's open to anyone between the ages of 16 to 24 who has legal work status. We match them up to positions based on their skills, their interests, if they want to explore career paths, if they just want to develop some essential professional skills. This is a great place for them. The program is open to everybody between that age range, but we do really try to focus our outreach to youth from underserved communities. We work with a lot of youth who are English as a second language speaker, immigrant refugee, LGBTQ, facing houselessness, facing parenting or caretaking of their own. At the same time, not focusing on those barriers, but focusing on what their lived experience can really bring to their workplace and how they can view those experiences as essential skills. This is a really small smattering of some of our worksite partners. We work with the City of Portland is a huge sponsor of us, so they offer a lot of city placements. I connect with a ton of nonprofits around the area, small businesses, neighborhood initiative programs, other community partners, just to get more connections. that will again help me connect with different community members. And if you are interested in hosting an intern, it's pretty simple. For small businesses, it's completely subsidized. We cover for up to 160 hours. It'll be at minimum wage. We're looking for places that have work to do, that want to be a mentor to a new workforce. We're also still open. Our applications are open. If you know of any youth that would benefit from a paid work experience, have them go check out the Summerworks website. I have all of our positions posted right now and more coming in every day. So hopefully youth get excited about that.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is David Contreras Machado. I'm one of the managers in our educational access program here at Latino Network. I'm excited to talk to you about our organization and the programs we offer. I don't think I'll be able to go through everything we offer, but I'll focus on the as much information on the programs that my department directly oversees. Latino Network is a Latino-led education organization grounded in culturally specific practices and services that lift up youth and families to reach their full potential. Our educational access program offers a variety of different school-based programs. We're in the districts of Portland, Reynolds, Gresham, Central, David Douglas, and Park Rose, and we're expanding every day. Although we offer programs for every student's K through 12 and their parents, my department directly oversees 7th through 12. And going down the list, we have our 7th and 8th grade programs called Conexiones. This after-school program is where we begin to establish the college aspiration and provide academic support to our students and engage in community service projects and cultural connections. Our 9th grade Count program is for incoming 9th grade students through a partnership with the All Hands Raise. This is a 4-year summer program, supports students in their transition into the high school setting while also being able to earn academic credits. Our early Escalera, which is our 9th and through 12th grade students. This is the program I directly oversee as well. Escalera is an intensive year-round college preparation program to all Portland and all the districts high school students, nationally recognized and funded through the National Council of La Raza and Escalera Culturally Developed Resilience, which is why I am brought here today. We have seen an increase of STEM field and STEAM field in interest amongst our students in the last couple of years, and we want to start building partnerships with more organizations in that field. So I'm very excited to hear more about the organizations you all represent.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Han-Mei Chang. I am the secretary at NOMA PDX. NOMA is the National Organization of Minority Architects for the Portland chapter. The mission of NOMA PDX is to empower local creatives, amplify underrepresented experiences within the design community, and advocate for social justice, equity, and equality through design achievement, community engagement, and professional development. We are just over 1 year old. They were formed by 3 strong women at the very early onset of the pandemic. And I couldn't be more excited to have this chapter up and running. We have about 50 members already and looking for more. We are entirely volunteer based. And what I wanted to chat with you guys and introduce to you today is this opportunity for middle school students this summer. It's part of the overall national campaign for Project Pipeline, which is adding more minority and BIPOC students into colleges to then graduate as architects and enter the profession. So this year we are teaming up with all the NOMA West chapters and hosting a 2-day virtual camp specific for middle school students. And it's August 6th and 7th. It's a Friday, Saturday, and a great opportunity. So really quick, here's how you register. I tried to get those numbers spaced out so that you can write them down quickly, but also if you visit nomapdx.org/events, you can find the registration link there. It's $75 per student, but NOMA PDX has fundraised to allow all students, if needed, a full scholarship. So we can also give you the coupon code for the scholarship piece. And then this is my shameless plug that we will need additional volunteers for this camp. So please reach out to me at my email address there if you do have time to volunteer. Thank you very much.
Hi, everybody. My name is Andrew Santalucia, or Santa Lucia. If you grew up in Miami like myself, I'm Cuban American, and I'm an assistant professor of practice at PSU. Jackie and I are not potentially related, but we're certainly chosen family. To get that out of the way, because I know everyone always asks that question. I'm very excited to introduce our high school summer immersion program. The inaugural one will be ran in summer 22 because we do want it to be in person. And it's sort of based on the reality of obviously of Oregon's high school rates, graduation rates, and particularly graduation rates for BIPOC and first generation students. And obviously PSU has an incredibly diverse range of students already there serving as an urban access university. And so we realized that our role as gatekeepers has effectively added to the lack of representation in the architecture field itself, on top of obviously the professional barriers there. It is a fully funded program through the Oregon Community Fund that I'm very happy to say that we've got funding for this year. And it is it's modeled as a 4-week program, 4 days, 6 hours a day. So it's a very kind of immersive program that is fully funded for the students being involved. We're also working on a stipend model associated with that, because we understand that particularly for the population that we want to serve, it may be a lot to ask to take so much time off, especially if they're between school. Like Camp ELSO, we're also very interested in high school age students, 14 to 20. And so we want to make sure that we're opening this up to also folks that are perhaps not traditional students in the kind of on their way to college. And what we're hoping is that we are showing folks the kind of future they may be able to have, and also creating a pipeline between not only the sort of schools here, high schools in Portland, but also y'all. So we're definitely looking for institutional partners. Happy to talk more directly with any of you. That's obviously my information up there. Thank you so much.
There we go, I'll launch. Hi, I'm Rachel Pecora Valdez, the Program and Outreach Director of Saturday Academy. Really wonderful to be here with you all and hear about all the amazing things that are going on. It's truly awesome. I'm gonna break the suspense. We're not just on Saturdays, and we're not an academy. So unlike Girls Build, we're not a Saturday Academy, but we've been around for 38 years, and this is the name that we started with, and it stuck. We're a nonprofit based out of the Portland metro area, but also with some statewide programs in Southwest Washington. We offer classes and internships. Our internship program is for high school students, high school students, 9 through 12. And it's an 8-week internship. Students receive a stipend, and they are really focused on a project. So our whole model is really project and problem-based learning. So learning through doing. They just started yesterday. It's very exciting. We have about 70 internships this summer across the Willamette Valley. And then our classes program is focused on grades 1 through 12, largely with schools. So it's hopefully this fall, we'll be back in after school programs, largely at Sun sites. Our classes are all have tuition assistance available. So they are offered on sliding, they're free with schools thanks to grants. And then our summer camps, which we are offering this year at Open School East out in Southeast Portland. Students, they're offered on a sliding scale to students based on just an online calculator registration, no questions asked. Let's see. There we go. Thank you.
Thanks, Rachel. I'm Nancy Chang, Associate Professor at University of Oregon's Architecture Department, and I'm here to talk about our pipeline programs. So we're very committed toward the design of healthy, sustainable, and equitable places. We have our Portland unit has graduate students and 5th-year BArch students. Our Eugene main campus has 450 BArch and MArch students, along with a whole host of other kinds of disciplines, landscape interiors, and art and design. We're the home of the Design for Special Justice Fellows and a really great football team. So on the pipeline side, we have a Reach for Success program that's for underrepresented 7th and 8th graders. They are given a taste of going to college for a day, and it's a chance for them to see what student life is like and hear from speakers, get some workshops. The Oregon Young Scholars Program is for rising 9th graders to enter for 4 years of 1-week intensives. So they get to know some cohort and get aimed toward college. I participated in the Summer Academy to inspire learning. So we had to replace our Summer Academy because too much liability costs. This instead is a 1-week short intensive program. They come onto campus next year. This year it's a Friday, and then students get to be with others to experience really interactive, fun activities. Yeah. So we're having them draw, we're having them play with fabrics. This is my thing, playing and making space, working together to collaborate. The historic preservation people had them stacking bricks. So we have Justin Fowler, who's a Portland program director here, as well as myself, who taught in both programs. So I'm really inspired by all these other programs. I hope you send all your students to University of Oregon and maybe also PSU. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
Awesome. Thank you all. That went so smoothly.